How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. What I'm wearing right now is the Vanrora heated vest. It has 6 different heating zones, just to give you an idea of how well this thing can heat. It's around 65 degrees Fahrenheit indoor right now, and I feel a bit warm in this right now. Typically the buttons are lit up if it's powered, but they do it in such a way where if you push it, the light lights up when you're doing something with it, like changing the temperature. But after about a minute, it turns off the light, so it doesn't look like it's a techie vest thing to wear. I recommend to get these things a bit smaller because you want to wear these in the inside of your coat. You put this on, and it generates a whole bunch of heat for you, and then you wrap your coat around this to keep the heat in. You can see my face is pretty warm. It's like 90 degrees. I feel warm. So my arms are warm, but then the button is also a little warm here. Probably some energy is running through there. And then in the pocket, that's where they keep the power bank, 10,000 milliamp hour. On the highest setting, if you have all the heaters on at the same time, it'll last about 3 hours. But this really depends on how cold it is outside, how much the heater needs to turn on. If you have all the heaters on low, it will last about 8 hours. And you can actually choose to only have the front on or only the back on. If you only have the back on low, it'll last about 10.5 hours. If you only have the front on low, it'll last about 20 hours. This is quite a bit longer than if you just turn it on maximum, because most of the time you're not gonna need to. Red is the maximum. You push it once, it'll be white, and that's the medium setting, and then you push it again, that's the blue setting. This button here is for the front heaters, and this one is for the back heaters. The heating elements are on the inside. So let me take this off and show you what it looks like. Here we can clearly see all the heating elements. This right here is not a heating element, that's just where the buttons are, so there's no squiggly lines. On this side, that's just from my own thermal heat from wearing it. These are the lower back heating elements. The front heating elements here and here near the front pockets, and this is the rear heating element for your upper back. And there's even this little one for your neck area. These 6 appears to be roughly about the same size. So if you only have the rear side on, it's only gonna last about 10.5 hours. But if you only have the front on, which have a lot less heating elements, then it will last about 20.5 hours. The Vanrora tag here shows it's a small. The surface is 100% nylon. Insulation is 100% polyester. The lining is 100% polyester. The vest is indeed washable. You just have to make sure you remove the little power bank that's inside, and you gotta make sure it's completely dry before you plug it back in, of course. Notice the power bank goes in the left pocket, and when you open up this compartment, the wire is in there. It gets wired throughout the jacket, but when you plug it in and slip it into its pocket, it actually goes towards the back, not into your pocket. So that kind of tucks it away so that you can still use the front left pocket. All the zippers that they use are YKK brand. My experience with these is, yes, when you try to zip, they do zip very smoothly. And the side pocket one, the other pocket, from the back, you can see it's like those bubble jackets where it has channels of insulation. This is done so that the insulation won't get all mixed up and get all clumped together in one spot. And here we can take a look at the stitching around the arms. Looks pretty good to me. It's pretty standard. The vest comes with a 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, a 15 watt USB-A AC adapter, and a USB-A to USB-C cable. The USB-C is for charging, and the USB-A can be used to charge your phone. Unfortunately though, the power bank is connected to the jacket through this tiny little barrel connector. So you can't actually go around buying any power bank and connecting it. If you would like to extend the operation time, you can always plug another power bank into the USB-C charge port. Kind of like this where the vest is on right now, both of them are on red. The power bank is charging and yet it's running the vest at the same time. And you can see here, it's charging at about 10 watts. We can probably run everything on high at maximum for about 9 hours. I have the included 15 watt AC adapter plugged in, an energy measurement device, so we'll plug in the power bank and see how much energy it can charge at. Around 10.8 watts. The power bank is around half full, so that's reasonable. The vest comes with its own storage case. Curiously though, I haven't figured out what this strap in here is for. Maybe it's to retain the jacket inside somehow, but if we put it in, you would want to try to fold it in 4 because all the heating elements is in a grid of 4 pattern. Put it in like that, stick in your power bank to store with it, and all the AC adapter and charge cable, put everything in. And there you have it. It's kind of see-through over here. And on the back is a solid piece with a little handle here. They included a sample of the insulation used. It's made from these recycled bottles called Sugenro. I'm gonna cut it open so we can take a sample of the insulation. So to me, it looks like very, very thin strands of material weaved from the plastic. So it's kind of puffy and it creates all these air spaces in between for insulation. I guess it kind of feels like a slippery cotton. It's a vest because then you can have your arms to move freely, and it's just heating the most important part, which is the core of your body. Once the core is warm, everything else warms up as well. If you guys are interested in this Vanrora heated vest, check out my affiliate link down in the video description below. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time.